All right. Hello, beautiful souls. Okay. So a whole bunch has been coming in lately regarding choices. And so I just want to share a little bit about that. And it's this really empowering message. I've been having so much stuff happen, but I'm trying to get it all condensed in an easy way to convey so that people can understand what's going on, at least with me. And it's not just with me. It seems like it's everybody I'm talking to. There are collectives of people. So this may or may not resonate with you, but if you're watching, it probably does. So anyway, choice. The idea of choices keeps coming in, and it is so powerful. So, on the Day of the Dead, Kathy and I went in and we were wanting to do some ancestor work. We wanted to see how working with ancestors compared on the Day of the Dead, which they say is a thinner veil. And I do that on purpose because Kathy and I can pretty much do any of this work anytime. But anyway, so I had an ancestor come in and gifted me with something. And my question was, before I was like sure to accept, I am of the mindset and the belief system that not every ancestor may give me something in my best and highest good. And some ancestors might not be in my best and highest good. I mean, look at a lot of the things. I mean, what I'm noticing and what Kathy and I are both noticing together is that family is not necessarily doing what is in everybody's best and highest good. We've seen a lot of people that were gifted curses by their family. And so we're seeing it a lot in firstborn sons and whatnot. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that. But so my thing is okay, is this in my best and highest good? And it coming in that, yes, this gift is a powerful gift, and I get to decide how I want to use it. I could use it for good, or I could use it for bad, for the light or for the dark or for the whatever, but I get to decide. And so of course I took it. I was like, heck yeah. And so there's several different things that have happened over the last week. So another friend of mine, we did a house clearing, and the father who had passed and left the house, he thought his stuff was not being respected. Anyway, so we told the real estate agent who told her person, hey, this is what's happening. I assumed, which, you know what they say about assume. So I made a big old ass out of myself. But I assumed, just kidding. I assumed that, she would take steps to, be more respectful with his stuff. No, she told him to fuck right off. Excuse my French. She's like, hey, I am the one that is alive here now. This is no longer your stuff, your things, your house. This is mine. You have no say. When I heard that later, I was like, what? It is true. Anyway, cleared the energy issue with the house. It's under contract now. But anyway, we get to decide how we handle things. No matter who you are, if you align mainly with the light, whatever, if you enjoy playing in that, darker energy, in every moment that you have a decision to make, you get to decide. And the crazy thing is that the outcome might still be the same. Well, it's a game. How do you want to play it? You don't have to always take the high road. I know my team says I do, but You don't have to. Who says? Who says I have to? I mean, my team does, but I don't have to. I can do whatever I want. Choice. It's important that we see that we do have a choice. Even if you are, have this idea that you really don't have a choice because you need to really take the high road or whatever, it's important for sovereignty and it's important for empowerment for you to realize that you do have a choice. And that the outcome might be the same if you took the lower road. If you if you take a strong stand and tell him to F off and get out of my space, kindness is a choice. It's not a requirement. Don't let yourself get pushed around because you feel like you need to be kind. I'm seeing this everywhere. I am feeling like I need to embody my darker self right now and really embrace my darker warrior aspect. I have been having epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. And so that was one of the messages. The other thing is control is coming up for almost everybody that I'm talking to in one way, shape, or form. And it's interesting. We're like, well, only control if I let them. No, we're talking about we were programmed to accept control. And it is down to the most minute belief. So, romantic relationships for me have been top of mind. Oh, we just had got KP5 geomagnetic storm coming in. Yeah. Anyway, so romantic relationships, sexual relationships, whatever you want to call it. I have not really wanted to entertain that because of just all of the work I'm doing and the belief, it's like this paradox. I'm doing all of this work. I don't need my energy to be messed up. And then I also am hearing, hey, no, you need to go have fun. Just go have fun. And I'm like, I don't historically, this is a lot of information. Here I go. Historically, friends with benefits, that kind of thing, the more casual connections, that doesn't really work for me. It hasn't really worked for me in the past. Even if I had my mind wrapped around it the right way, it just didn't work. But I'm being asked to challenge my beliefs right now. And it's all internal. We'll see how it actually manifests on the outside. I don't know yet. But so it came up in a journey that Joshua and Kathy and I did today. I saw so very clearly that, and released actually, that I was lured, and I have often been lured, and that word is the word that keeps coming in, lured into having a certain kind of relationship, usually sexual, and that there is no respect or honor or whatever you want to, in the situation. And what my team keeps telling me is that that's not how it always is. So I am being asked to open my mind, open up my beliefs, and take a look at what it is that I'm believing and be like, is that based on my experience? Okay. But is that real? Is that what I'm going to come across all the time, or is that just what kept coming in for me to learn my lessons? I don't know. Uh, I've had so many different opportunities to look at that, and so many different conversations with people where I'm like, oh, this is so interesting. What do I want here? And here it is. I can have whatever I want. I do not have to be held to any societal programming. I'm here to change that. You know, it's this idea of, oh, yeah, everybody expects men to want to have one night stands or this or that, or just to have a purely physical relationship with no emotional component. But why can't a woman have that? We can. If we choose to. Choice. It all boils down to choice. But what's interesting is that a lot of us cannot even perceive the amount of options because of our programming, because of our beliefs. It's like we're blind to a multitude of options and choices in any moment. But that's what this energy right now is about. It's about seeing more choices. It's about reevaluating our beliefs and being like, okay, I could see how I would, make this a assumption. Here we go again with that word. How we could make this assumption based on my past, but my past, is it a valid sample? Or is it just, a small sliver of a sample? And maybe I should give it a different, it's all about perspective, man. Maybe I should shift my perspective a little bit and see if I can see this thing differently. I probably can. And here's the bottom line. Like I said, I mean, obviously there is a right and a wrong, and everybody has their own moral compass. Some people's compass is broken. That, whatever. That's not my deal. My compass has its own true north, and so does yours. And what I'm finding is that not everybody's compass is the same. So it's really important to interact with people who know what integrity is for them, even if it's not the same integrity that you have. It's like, oh gosh. I've been running across that where I'm like, well, they are in integrity, but their value system doesn't line up with mine, so I'm just not going to play with that energy. It is so much learning right now. It is so cool. I got stood up the other night. Well, not stood up, but he let me know, like, at the time I was supposed to leave, that he didn't want to have me come over. He's scared. But all of this is forcing me to look at myself and how I'm seeing things and how I'm interacting. And it is so cool. I hope you guys are noticing this too. Yeah, we're freeing ourselves from programming. Even those of us that have been doing this for a long time, we are programmed deep, 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 deep. And our consciousness has adjusted to the programming, and we are being asked to take a look at it. And our consciousness is shifting fast as we entertain these ideas, or even just say, what's real here? Like with me being like, yeah, I really need to have an emotional connection. Do I? Or is that my narrative? So my team asked me to watch Westworld, and I watched it like when it first came out, but I rewatched the first season. So, if you've seen Westworld, you'll know what I mean. Like they're programmed with these taglines, like a scripted whatever. Notice what is your scripting? Is it real, or is that a program running within you? It's so freaking cool right now. I tell you what. I love this energy. Yeah. Morgan keeps coming in for me. Morgana. The Celtic Trinity goddess, queen, a shapeshifter. That energy is like in my body. Do you know what I mean? It's like palpable. It's like embracing life, embracing death, living in the moment, like trying to make every moment as vibrant as we can. We're not guaranteed another moment here, really. So grab on to it. Stop convincing yourself that you have to be a certain way, or, I have to be of the light, or I have to be of the dark, or I have to be, fuck it. Just do you, boo. Whatever it is in any moment. I know I've been programmed since I was little to be responsible. And my inner teenager is like, enough of that, man. Let's go have some fun. And here's the thing. Those are all aspects of me. I am responsible. I am fun. I am rebellious. I am responsible, like I said. I am a mother. I put my kids first. And at other times, I put myself first. And you know what? Here's the deal. It's all okay. I embrace it all. And I know that in every moment, in each moment, I will know which thing is feeling expansive. And I'm just running towards that. And Saturn goes direct today. Oh, it's good. It's good stuff happening. Notice your programming. You may be like me this morning, the looping, those scripts, it like dropped into my head. Kathy, same thing. Looping dropped into her head. Many people are working through betrayal, abandonment. Heck yeah. Feel that. Feel that. And then throw it into the fire. Use those feelings to create a bigger fire inside of you and just put it there. Burn, baby, burn. That is powerful. So many people have had their divine spark like barely there. No, feed that, man. Feed that with your feelings. Inferno. That's what I'm doing. And it's making me magnetic. It's so cool. All right, everybody.